Hi everyone, welcome to the Book of Ages. This is part. Oh God, I don't know what I'll do with this. I'll write the part there. Let's continue in our word that we are talking about. Who exactly is Jesus? Okay, so we are continuing. We are in chapter 9. Chapter 9, verse 9. Okay, some claim that he was. Others said that he only looks like him. This was about the blind man that Jesus healed, right? So, but he himself insisted, I am the man. How then were your eyes opened? They demanded. They want to know. Why do you look so different? How comes you're becoming, you're not begging anymore? How comes you're healed? Who healed you? Okay? Where did you get all this wealth? Where did you have all this knowledge to start this business? Okay, how did you manage to get children at this age? Right? How did your marriage survive this? Or how did stuff? How did you recover all these things? We thought you lost your job and you were supposed to be languishing in poverty. How comes you look so nice? How comes you smell so nice? Okay, they are surprised that you're not the same as the last time they saw you. How comes you're no longer proud? How comes you are humble? Okay, if you are temperamental, they see those changes in you and they tell you you've really changed. I remember last year when someone answered you the same way, you were almost losing your mind. Okay, but right now you are cooler than you were last time. Okay, that's what an encounter with Jesus does for you. All right, it changes who you are from the inside out. Okay, and people, it's undeniable. People see the evidence. It is plain to see. Even if Jesus tells you, don't tell people. They will be the ones to tell you because they will see those changes that God is doing in your life. All right. They demanded. He replied them, the man they called Jesus made some mud, put it in my eyes, told me to go and wash at the pool of Siloam, and so I went and washed, and then I could see. Where is this man? They asked him. I don't know, he said. Okay, so this guy also was. He also had. He also had his own personality, all right. So they brought to the Pharisee the man who had been blind. Now the day on which Jesus made the mud and opened the man's eyes was Sabbath. Therefore the Pharisees also asked him how he received his sight. He put mud on my eyes. The man replied, I washed, now I see. The man, I think, is getting frustrated at this point because they are now interrogating him so much. They can't even rejoice at the blessing that has happened to him. The man even has no time to rejoice because he's now being victimized for getting healed. Okay. And that's what religiosity does. I just got caught another revelation. Let me just share with you. That is what religiosity does. Religiosity hates on the things of God, the spiritual things, okay? Because the spiritual things are very simple, but they can't catch it. Those people who are religious, okay? The man is telling them, he put mud on my eyes, told me to wash, and now I see. Surely, even if you are a child, you will understand. Mud was placed on the eyes were dirty, told to wash, the man can see. It also means for you as an adult, it shows you that there is another power that is working. Of course, mud can't be placed on the eyes and someone just sees like that. There is a power that is working behind the mud, right? There's a power that this man who healed this man, I'm talking about Jesus, had. The mud and the washing was just simple things that he used, all right? Your mind should tell you that there is no way this is possible except only if you are son of God, affiliated with God, or God himself, okay? Yet, they were complicating it so much. Now, instead of them asking the right questions, they started moving towards the Sabbath. Why did you heal on the Sabbath? Wrong question. That's not the right question. The right question is, how did you do these things? Can you tell us more? We are now listening to you. We've seen the miracles, we've seen the signs. Now teach us these things. All right? That is the right question to ask. Okay? That is the right approach to go about it. Not the approach of the religious minded individuals who will go for victimization and think that, oh, you broke our law on the Sabbath day by healing. All right? So that's what religiosity does. If you are in a group where religious people are, they will hate on you even for raising your hands to worship. They will hate on you for speaking in tongues. They will hate on you for praying to God in simple terms. Okay? People who are religious are worse than the enemy himself, because people who are religious, they hide behind Christianity. The enemy, we know outrightly that he hates Christians, and it's open. We are on this side and he's on the other side. But the religious people are more dangerous because they are on the side of the people that are believers. They mingle with the believers. And you would think that you are together in this until you get victimized because you jumped up during prayer. You clapped your hands a little too hard during praise and worship. You cried when you are praying and they saw you crying. Okay? You called Jesus my husband and you are a man. Jesus Christ is the husband of the church. He's the bridegroom, okay? So there are things, these are things that are real, and if you have been in Christian circles long enough, you'll notice it. There's that legalism that comes in, and it snuffs out the Spirit of God within the churches, okay? And they stop you from serving simply because you've not attained the milestones within the doctrines of the church. Yet you're already Holy Spirit filled, tongue speaking. God is using you to disciple others, but because you've not been taken through some rites of passage within the church doctrine, they cannot allow you to serve within that particular church. All right? Whoa, that's a long revelation. Right, let's continue. So in verse 15, therefore the Pharisees also asked him how he received his sight. And he answered, he put mud on my eyes. The man replied, and I washed, and now I see. Some of the Pharisees said, this man is not from God, for he does not keep the Sabbath, what I was telling you. But others asked, how can a sinner do such miraculous signs? So they were divided. Now these are the guys that were asking the right questions. How can a sinner do such miraculous signs? Such miraculous signs don't come from sinners. All right? It has the fingerprint of God all on it. It has the signature of God all on it, or all over it, right? And there are people that are already seeing it, despite the fact that they are Pharisees. And some of them are already seeing it, and they are questioning the others that, no, wait a minute. There's something that's going on here that is beyond our comprehension. Let's take a chill pill for a moment and think. So they are divided, okay? Finally, they turned again to the blind man. What have you to say about him? It was where your eyes he opened. I'm loving this conversation. The man replied, he is a prophet. All right? The Jews still did not believe that he had been blind and he had received his sight until they sent for the man's parents. Is this your son? They asked. So I'll continue from there on the next part, okay, or in the next chapter. But it's interesting how they are victimizing the man, okay, and even asking, what do you think? It is your eyes. And when the man tells them, okay, now that it's my eyes, my opinion will matter, right? Yes, he is a prophet. They say, no. You know, they are hell-bent on not believing that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, all right? Even if the angels were to come down at this time and tell them that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, they will not believe, because they have hardened their hearts at this point. They don't want anything good to come out of this name Jesus. See you in the next part.